Hi guys, it's PokeZonne101 and I have a Wi-Fi battle here against PeterPelliper. He was named Crazy Bonsai, but shit happened and now he's PeterPelliper. And in 5th gen he used to beat me all the time. In 4th gen I used to beat him all the time. 4th gen doesn't work for me right now, so I decided to try and beat him at 5th gen. Here's what happened. So he leads with his Crobat. I semi-predicted that, I guess you could say. And Crobats usually are banded or scarfed and have all attacking moves because of that. And so I just go in Sucker Punch. He is banded, and that does quite a bit of damage considering that it's a Bisharp. So he sends in Hitmontop because another Sucker Punch would kill it because he's banded, or he U-turns, whatever. And so he just bulks up while I send in my Amoonguss. And he keeps bulking up, but doesn't really matter in the end. Because, yeah, this is actually a pretty good set. He's especially defensive Hitmontop with bulk up, so it raises his defense, so he doesn't, have to worry about the special defense being low. But his defense is probably higher than his special defense, so I want to go in with my Rotom Fan form. It's called Rotom S, but I like Fan. And, I misclick and go with the, Thunderbolt, when I should have went for the Air Slash, and I am Choice Specs. And he told me not to tell him that it was Choice Specs, but it died anyway to Stone Edge, so it doesn't really matter. And I can just have my friend make 2 tornadoes, one being Choice Specs, one not, so it could trick him. But whatever, because, well, I use that Pokemon a lot, but I love it. That's why. And so I send in my Bravery, and it goes with the thingy-majiggy, which is Brave Bird, and it takes it out, obviously, because it's a Bravery, and Braveries are epic. And fearing some sort of move, I switch into Gizmo, and, I switched in to get the Rough Skin, because in, a Pokemon Online battle, it was just really funny, and, it was a Ferrothorn, and it had, like, the Iron Barbs, which is kind of the same as Rough Skin a little bit, I guess. I don't know. And it made one Pokemon kill itself, and it was just really funny. So he goes in with Rapidash and uses Double Kick, which is kind of odd. And I had Rough Skin, so I don't know why he went for Double Kick. He should have gone for, like, a special attacking move or a special. He shouldn't have went in for Rapidash anyway. Because Rough Skin will just obliterate that thing, kind of, in a sense. And so I just go in with Slice, knowing that that's either Choice Band or Choice Specs, because it's a Rapidash, and take it out with Thingy, because I kind of bait him into going for the whatever move it was. He even said it on his stream, because this was on his stream. And so I Swords Dance, knowing that this thing, like, can't do anything. And he Toxics trying to see if I'm going to switch or not, predicting something, maybe the Will-O-Wisp. But I just stay in Swords Dance, and he goes in with the Will-O-Wisp, which doesn't really matter because the Swords Dance is +2, so I'm at like -1 unless I just went for, no, I went for the Iron Head, so I'm at -1 now. Which isn't that bad because it's a Bisharp, so its attack isn't really that good anyway, even though its attack is kind of good. But, so I'm at +1 now because of the Swords Dance and the burn, so, yeah. And he goes for Hydro Pump, which does a lot considering it's a semi-bulky Bisharp, and that's a Jellicent. But, I wasn't really too afraid of it because Bisharp's poison, so it's kind of rendered useless anyway. And this has the Protect. So it's just gonna burn stall me out the whole time, even though I do have leftovers recovery. But it's somehow gonna burn stall me out. And so stupidly, when he goes for the Toxic, I use Sucker Punch. And I should have gone for the Iron Head, or I should have gone for the Iron Head because that's my only other move that would hurt it because I have the Brick Break. I said Prick Break, I think, but Brick Break, and, so he's pretty much just gonna let burn rape my face, and that's the end of Bisharp, unfortunately, because this thing is actually kind of cool. But Escavalier is a lot better. It's kind of, it's like the same thing, but Escavalier is better. And so I go into my Amoonguss, and, I think I'm probably getting ahead of myself, but yeah, no, I'm not. He Will-O-Wisps, but I'm using Giga Drain, so it doesn't really matter, so I'm gonna end up with, like, the same amount of health. It's just like him using Hydro Pump, it doesn't do him, like, anything. So, yeah, he uses Hydro Pump, and I avoid it, surprisingly, because this thing is slow as ass, but, yeah, it doesn't kill, the Giga Drain doesn't kill, which, isn't surprising, because it's a, kind of like a HP wall thing. It's like a non-broken Blissey, kind of, because Blissey has, like, a ton of HP, and this thing has a good HP, and, like, enough where it's not a total dickhead. Which is kind of funny, because his head kind of looks like a dick, but besides that, I take out his Jellicent, and Peter P, which is PeterPelliper, sends in Purple Wings, and I didn't really want him to predict anything, so I just let Methane die on the off chance that I could get a Spore, because I'm pretty sure that's what I went for, considering that this battle was just like 5 minutes ago that I'm recording it. But he does get the, whatever it's called, recoil, and an Ice Shard will take it out. It would have probably taken it out from where I was at, maybe, I don't know. And so he sends in Alakazam, and he thought that I didn't have Sturdy, but I am especially a semi-defensive thing, and Psychic won't hit me out. I take it out with an Earthquake. That's a great game, PeterPelliper. Love to battle you again.